Pi network enthusiasts, I know you're probably wondering what's happening with Pi these days. Well, buckle up because this is where it gets exciting. If you're still mining Pi, it's crunch time. The final phase is here, and trust me, it's not something you want to sleep on. We're talking about the big move to the Mainnet. This is your last chance to make sure you're on board. Don't panic just yet, but if you haven't migrated your Pi to the Mainnet in the next few days, well, you could lose everything you've mined so far. Yes, everything, but hey, that's why we're here, right? Let's walk through this together. Before we jump in, I want to hear from you. Have you completed your KYC yet? Or maybe you've already traded Pi within your community? Drop your answers in the comments below. And while you're at it, be sure to check out my previous video on KYC for a step-by-step guide. The link is in the description below. Also, let's get some community love going. Type Pi Network to the moon. And don't forget to include your country name in the comments. Let's see where our Pi family is tuning in from today. Before we dive deep, if you're new here or returning for more updates, make sure to hit that like button, share this video, and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us bring you the latest and greatest Pi Network updates, and you definitely don't want to miss what's coming next. Remember folks, this video is for entertainment purposes only and is not financial or investment advice in any way. Always do your own research when making decisions. All right, let's get started. Okay, so what's the deal with Pi? Here's the situation. Pi Network is hustling to make sure everyone gets through their KYC, Know Your Customer process, and Mainnet migration before the deadline. If you've opened your Pi app recently, you've probably noticed a countdown timer staring you in the face. Yep, that timer is basically a ticking clock reminding you how much time you have left to submit your KYC. No pressure, right? But seriously, this is important stuff. Pi Network gave us all a 6-month grace period starting from July 1st, 2024. We're now nearing the 3-month mark, and the big date is September 30th. By that time, every single pioneer needs to have submitted their initial KYC application. Miss that deadline, and you might be saying goodbye to a large chunk of your Pi. Now breathe. There's still time to complete the entire KYC process, even after September 30th. But let me tell you, getting that initial step done is crucial. You don't want to be scrambling later. So, if you're dragging your feet on KYC, this is your friendly reminder to get it done right now. Need help with KYC? Check out my previous video where I walk you through the whole thing, step by step. Now here's a question I know is burning in your mind. When is Pi Network officially launching? Based on what we know so far, Pi will most likely go live after this KYC phase wraps up, somewhere between December and February next year. It all hinges on how quickly people complete their KYC and migrate their tokens to the Mainnet. So if you want to see Pi's grand debut on exchanges, the KYC process is where it's at. Once that's done, it's all systems go. And now for the million-dollar question, or should I say billion-dollar question, what will Pi be worth when it finally gets listed on exchanges? Well, if you've been paying attention to the whispers on CoinMarketCap, you've probably heard that Pi is currently trading at around $31.49. But hold on a minute. Before you start celebrating, we've got to talk about the circulating supply. Here's the deal. The real price of Pi will depend heavily on its total and circulating supply. And right now, a lot of what we're seeing online is just speculation. Rumor has it that Pi could have a total supply of around 100 billion tokens. If you do the math, 100 billion tokens multiplied by $34. That's a market cap of over $340 billion. Yeah, not happening. So until we get official numbers on Pi's total supply, we won't know its true value. Everything floating around right now is just guesswork. But stay patient, pioneers. Once the total supply is confirmed, we'll have a much clearer picture of Pi's price potential. The Pi Network community is buzzing with activity, and one of the most exciting developments is the peer-to-peer trading happening in Nigeria. That's right, people are already exchanging Pi for real cash. The going rate varies, with Pi being sold anywhere from 300 to 500 Naira per coin, and in some cases even higher. If you're holding Pi and know someone who's interested, you can transfer your coins to them in exchange for money. However, it's crucial to be careful. Make sure you're dealing with trustworthy people, as the risk of scams is always present in such informal markets. This rise in peer-to-peer trading signals a growing confidence in Pi's value, even before its official listing on exchanges. It shows that the Pi community is already placing real-world value on the coin despite its current developmental phase. This type of grassroots economic activity could lay the foundation for broader adoption, especially in regions where access to traditional banking is limited. For many, Pi offers the potential to participate in a digital economy without the barriers typically associated with more established cryptocurrencies. In addition to trading, one of the most urgent tasks for Pi network users is completing KYC, Know Your Customer verification. This step is crucial if you want to transfer or trade your Pi when the open mainnet launches. If you haven't completed your KYC yet, it's important to get it done soon. The network is moving quickly, and being left out due to an incomplete KYC would be a huge missed opportunity after all the mining you've done so far. Pi could be on the cusp of something big, and now's not the time to miss out. The sense of community among Pi users is one of the platform's strongest assets. Everyone is working together toward the same goal, making Pi a functional and valuable cryptocurrency. I'd love to hear from you. Have you completed your KYC? Have you engaged in any Pi trading with your local community? Sharing these experiences helps strengthen the network and gives everyone a clearer sense of where Pi is headed. Finally, what are your thoughts on the future price of Pi once it hits major exchanges? Do you think it will skyrocket, or are you keeping your expectations in check? There's plenty of speculation, but until Pi is listed, it's all up in the air. Let's keep the conversation going in the comments below. I'm eager to hear your predictions and see where this journey takes us. Wow, that was quite a ride through the latest Pi network updates. Let's quickly recap what we've covered. Right now, we're at a critical point in Pi's journey, the final phase before the Mainnet launch. This is your last chance to ensure you're fully on board. If you haven't migrated your Pi to the Mainnet yet, time is running out, and if you miss that window, you could lose everything you've mined so far. But don't worry, we're here to guide you through it step by step. We also touched on the growing trend of peer-to-peer Pi trading in Nigeria, where people are already exchanging Pi for real currency. It's a great sign of the confidence people have in Pi's future, even before its official listing on exchanges. We talked about the importance of completing your KYC as soon as possible, because without it, you won't be able to transfer or trade your Pi once the open mainnet goes live. And of course, we explored the speculation around Pi's future price once it's listed on exchanges. Although the exact value remains a mystery for now, there's no doubt that the Pi community is excited for what's to come. Now, if you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please hit that like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel to stay updated on all things Pi Network. Your support means a lot to us, and it helps us bring you even more in-depth updates, guides, and exciting news about the Pi Network. We got a lot of big things planned, and trust me, you don't want to miss out. Before you go, I've got a few questions for you. Have you completed your KYC process yet? Or maybe you've already started trading Pi within your local community? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your experiences. And while you're there, if you have any questions or insights of your own, feel free to drop them in the comments as well. This is a community, and your input helps keep the conversation going. As always, thank you so much for watching, and for being part of this incredible Pi Network journey with us. Your support keeps us motivated to continue bringing you valuable content and updates. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Until then, stay engaged, keep mining, and let's take Pi Network to the moon.